What's up? Can you hear me?
Oh, hello. Sorry. Got my face in the computer. I finally got around to watching some.
Oh yeah. For some reason it's not going through my headphones.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. It's just going through my computer.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
There we go.
Yeah. No, Nick Gloff's girlfriend ended up videoing everything from the show.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, so I got finals and uh or I'm sorry, not finals, just prejudging. I I haven't gotten around to watching novice, but I got prejudging for open in here, like all of it, straight
Oh,
all of it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it actually looks decent. So
Cool.
yeah, I'll have to send
Did
you it.
she,
You can see
yeah,
our
did
pump finally.
you can see the what?
You can see the fist bump
Oh,
because it,
good.
because it's down in the crowd and not like straight ahead. So we
Is
got
it
content, baby.
was it like on a DSLR camera or something like that?
Yeah, it was on my camera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
it only took me a week, a little over a week and a half to take an SD card out of my camera and plug it into my computer.
Love that.
Super,
That's all right.
super great. But how you
Yeah.
feeling?
I
How's
feel
it
honestly I'm feeling pretty okay. Like it honestly just feels like I had like a really hard ab workout.
going?
And so like it's definitely like bloated. Like I have not an ab line right now. I mean, I do on the top, but like you can see like the outline of where the mesh is. Like I can flex up here, but like
Hmm.
all down here is pretty swollen. It's way better than it was yesterday. Um, and like it hurts. Like I can feel where the corners are stitched, like
Hmm.
here, here, like up in here a little bit, right? So, no, honestly, I feel surprisingly good. Like it's gonna be kind of tough to not like try to get back in there, like I might do like just some like arm pumpy type of stuff tomorrow because I'm losing my mind, like just literally some bicep curls and
Yeah.
what I've been kind of doing to like manage like inflammation stuff. I've pretty much gone like zero carb except for fiber. I've been eating a fuck ton of fiber because like I was reading up on some stuff like some of the worst pain, and I felt it was like pushing for like poops and stuff in the first couple days. So I've just been like chowing down on like my normal meals plus just as much celery and lettuce and just shit like cauliflower rice. And I've been moving a lot, I've been walking a lot, and like walking is getting easier. So we'll see how tomorrow feels with like clients and stuff. But honestly, I'm feeling a lot better than I thought I would, which is really, really
Nice.
nice.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
they
recovery
go
doesn't
on.
sound like it's gonna be that long.
No, and I'm gonna start my the BPC 157 and TB 500 tomorrow. Zach gave me a protocol. So gonna be doing that, and like it's way better than it was yesterday. I'm just hoping it continues to get better and just like also make sure I'm not dumb and like push too soon, right? So
Mhm.
um yeah, no, it feels really good, and it's been good to kind of get the rest and like, but I want to get back into like training clients and stuff like that too. So
Nice.
yeah, and I haven't been doing like any ibuprofen or Tylenol. They prescribed me OxyContin, and afterwards I'm like, I don't want that shit near me at all. Like I was like, I'll be fine. If I need anything, I'll do Tylenol or ibuprofen, and I've been completely fine. So
Have that or slap a THC. I mean, call it a day.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it's been good. The worst pain so far has been when I sneeze. I've sneezed a couple times, and that hurts like a son of a bitch. So other than that, it's just like it's pretty good. So I'm honestly surprised how it feels.
Right on, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
can't complain about that. Better surgery than not. Good
No.
plane rides to and from Florida.
Yeah.
Solid surgeries. Solid
Yeah.
poop.
Yeah. No, the surgery went well. Everyone was super nice. My heart rate was super low because I just got done with prep and I'm doing like that stimulant detox. So it was like I
Mhm.
was laying there and it was like 38. And so the machine like 41 to 38. So the machine was like beeping, and they're like, "Is your heart rate usually that low?" I was like, not that low." And they're like, "Ah, you're young and healthy. It's okay." And so I was like, "Okay." Um,
Nice.
and then I didn't realize that I was being intubated, so that was fun. The anesthesiologist was like, "Yeah, so I'll be breathing for you today." I was like, "He's like, have you ever been intubated before?" I was like, "No." So my throat was a little bit sore. So, but that was fun.
It's not
They
something you're
lost
used to, you know, getting shit
no,
down your throat. Yeah. You
and then afterwards I lost my ID, and the nurse, like, I wasn't freaked out about it. I was like, whatever, I need a new ID soon anyway, it's no big deal. And the nurse like kept apologizing. He was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'd be so upset if I were you. And she just wouldn't drop it, and I was like, it's okay, I'm fine, it's fine, don't worry about it. And she's like, I'm so sorry, like and I finally was like, you're stressing me out more than me losing my ID. It's okay, I'm fine. And then the last thing she said to me, she's like, I'm so sorry about your ID. And I looked at her and I was like, stop, please. It's fine. And I ended up getting it back. But that was the only weird thing with my surgery, was that it was kind of annoying. But yeah. So
well, good.
that's my little update.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Have you checked weight at all, or you just kind of over it at this point? Yeah.
I'm not gonna check weight till next week, just because I just get so in my head about that type of shit. And it's like I already was like, it was so stupid. Yesterday, like, I was eating more veggies, and like I was looking in the mirror, I'm like, I'm bloated because I just had fucking surgery. And I'm in my bodybuilder brain because I've been in prep for 24 weeks. I'm like, oh man, my abs are gone. I look this way, I look this way. And I had to like look at myself, and I was like, dude, you just had surgery. You're
Fucked up my
eating fucking,
reverse.
yeah. I was like, you're eating fucking extra vegetables. Like,
Yeah.
get over it. It's fine. And yeah, so I just kind of take a step back and just like, I don't need to weigh myself right now. My food is super low because I'm not moving, and I'm just trying to keep like water retention down, and
Yeah.
gonna slowly increase food yesterday because I've been zero carb for like 3 days now, pretty much. And so, which feels fine because I'm not doing anything. But like when I do my walks, like I'm walking like a couple thousand steps after meals. After a couple thousand steps, I'm like, I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna up food a little bit tomorrow and just kind of slowly like get back into it, and like slowly get back into my reverse, basically. So mhm.
Hell yeah, dude.
The creamy has been a fucking godsend though. That thing is legit, and the lid's broken, but it still works. But my meal that I creamy right now, and it's super weird, is whey, prunes, oranges, 100 grams of cauliflower rice, and almond butter. And that creamies super well. And it sounds super weird, but it looks and tastes just like chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
How are you mixing it up? I wanted to go get like one of those like milk frother things. Is that how
That's what I got. Yep.
I need to
I
get
got one
one
of
of
those on
those.
Amazon. It makes it super easy.
Yeah. So I finally got that protein powder I wanted to try. It's like a beef isolate.
Yeah.
So finally got that in today. So I'm like, okay, finally try that out tomorrow. But I
Yeah.
was good. I got one in the freezer right now. It's because Martin was telling me to try using like pudding mix. That I've been seeing
Mhm.
like a bunch of pudding mix shit online. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, do you really want all of the um like dextrose or whatever the fuck everybody's putting in these pudding mixes? I'm like, why don't you just use like the gelatin powder, you know, for like cheesecakes? So
Yeah.
gonna see how that works tonight.
Yeah, apparently that works really well. That's what they all use pretty much, is either like the sugar-free Jello, but that's got a ton of sucralose in it and like that type of stuff. But some
Yeah.
of those creamies recipes look super good, but also some of them have an insane amount of ingredients. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna buy
No.
6 things for this, but like, do for cheat meals and stuff, like you don't even need to go and buy, like, not that you need to buy ice cream, but like if you wanted ice cream, you could easily do chocolate protein, whatever flavor of Jello packet that you want, and you could honestly do rice or the cauliflower rice to make it thicker, and you could
Hmm.
do like cashew milk, or if you want like it, and it comes it's it I'm a lot more impressed with the deluxe than when I had the normal one before. The deluxe is a lot better.
I didn't know you had one before.
Yeah, that was something I lost in the divorce, was the creamy.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I had a creamy before, but I never used it because like the pint is really small. The deluxe is like
Oh,
that big, right?
massive.
Yeah, but the pint for the normal creamy is like that big, and so like a scoop of protein and 8 ounces of water fills that up. You can't really. To me, I couldn't add any add-ins or anything, so it was just kind of pointless, and I never used it. But the deluxe, I'm going to use a lot.
You see, I'm excited for cheat meals to do like make like an actual Oreo ice cream with something, with like
Yeah,
coconut cream and shit. Because then
yeah,
you like actually being able to have that again for like the first time and who knows how many years,
yeah,
because nobody makes like or dairy-free Oreo ice cream and then makes it gluten-free too. So
yeah,
that's going to be awesome. You top that with some of Morgan's baking shit. Dude,
yeah. You're solid. Yeah,
oh my God, I'm so excited. But I mean, obviously, normal meals too. Actually, being able to use like a protein powder, having ice cream every night, it's not a bad deal either. So
no, no. Creamy was a solid investment, even though mine came broken and fucked up. So
yeah, I was gonna ask how the fuck you're even using it, but hey, I guess you're making it work.
the lid is cracked, but the seal for the cup still seals, so it still like clicks together. But the
Okay,
lid is all crap. I bought a new lid, so that'll come, but because that's probably going to fail, within a couple weeks if I
it's
were to keep
got
using
to
that.
be.
So,
Okay, right on.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, enough about me and my recovery. How's your post show? It seems like, I mean, we talk every day about it, but it seems like it's going well.
Yeah, dude, it's going damn well so far. I mean, weight weight wise, like I hit a low of like 241, and then I had that free meal last Saturday, and then I went back up to like 245, but I'm like hovering around that 241, 245 range, which is pretty fucking good, honestly. I'm really happy about that. And
Yeah.
honestly, the big part Bursey's been talking about is like if you can just handle the hunger and stay about right here, you're gonna see all your problem areas just keep tightening up. And honestly, like my low back compared to the show right now is so much better already.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, other than that, I'm just hungry, you know. But that's mainly because it's honestly the lowest protein I've done since working with him. Like it's
Hmm.
150 like meat per meal versus like the 220 I was doing there for a long time.
Yeah.
That's
Is he
that's
doing that for like water retention or like what do you
you
think he's
know
doing that for?
I didn't ask. That's a great question, honestly. I don't know if it's because I've asked him so many times about because towards like the tail end of prep, like honestly, I was just never hungry still. I mean, I was stacking all six of my meals within like 6 8 hours, including training time. So I mean, they were all pretty close together, and like the water retention stuff too. I'm like, hey man, how do you feel about going a little bit lower in protein? So I don't know if
Yeah.
it's that or what or I don't know. It's a great question. I do need to ask him about that, but everything is for sure flying through me. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
feels
It's
nice.
funny. Yeah, I haven't been that hungry post show really at all, but I also didn't really have a chance to get like a post show hunger because I got home and then had my surgery Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's like I didn't really have a chance to like sit and get hungry. But also I don't get that hungry that much. I don't know if it's because the metformin or because I keep my protein high or what, but even in prep, like I just don't get hungry. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or but
It's at least for me, it's never. I take that back. My appetite's always been on the really high side. Like I could pound food no matter what, but like the actual hunger part, it's like it's kind of been off and on. I don't know if you kind of feel that way too, but like I don't know if it's just because as alignment, I'm just like, yeah, I could eat that, no problem. Like it feels good.
yeah, I'm never like full unless like you count like that post show where I fucked up. But like I'm never like
Uh,
eating. If I were to eat like clean food, like when I was doing those refeeds, like the in prep where I was at like 4 or 5 thousand calories, like I could eat more. My appetite is never an issue. It's never like, oh man, I'm stuffed eating 2,000 calories. I'm not like that. but it's like I'm never like even right now, and I'm eating a fuck ton of veggies, but like my food, I'm at like 2,400 calories. I'm lower than the last 2 days. I'm lower than what I was ever in prep, really. Um, but I haven't been like hungry or starving or anything. I just kind of am, but also my belly is all cut up and everything, so I'm not. It's not the most ideal conditions for measuring any sort of hunger or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
no, so far it's all been really good. That first week after the show, training was just by myself. Gloff ended up getting like super sick. So,
oh really?
he got super sick, and then my friend Yannick too. He got super sick. So
Okay. They're both at the show too, right? So I wonder if they caught a bug there.
yeah, so I'm glad Morgan didn't get sick. Gloff's girlfriend also got sick, Kat. So everybody got sick from that show. It sounds like,
Except for us.
except for us. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, training the last 2 weeks, it's been pretty freaking good. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where we go with that. I wish my strength was a little better than what it is, but it's all
Now
right.
it'll come back.
But at the same time, like it's been really nice to reset everything finally, because just like towards the tail end of prep, it's not necessarily kind of like you're just moving weights around, but at a certain point, like you're so depleted that it's basically just kind of what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Or at least it was for me. Like I was getting super strong, but not like necessarily like getting the best connection with everything, So it's been really nice to kind of reset everything, but also mental struggle a little bit, 'cause it's just like, well, I almost got to 4.5 plates on incline the other day, and 3 plates just kicks my ass. So,
Yeah.
but I can feel it a lot better. So, but the whole name of the game right now is to make sure we're getting that super hard sensation on a lot of shit and just getting the biggest pump possible. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that it was kind of, I told you this. It was like tough getting back into training post show. Felt really good because you get food, you get energy, like, and a little bit of rest because like you deload kind of the last week, and it felt really good. And I was like, son of a bitch, now I have to get surgery and I'll be out. But it'll be really good to get a reset. And then I texted Nick today. He hasn't got back to me, but I'm sure he will. But it'll be nice to get working with him and like completely reset literally everything from the ground up because of the surgery and everything, and not completely from the ground up, but like we're going to be doing like a ton of just isolation work for the next like 5 weeks. And then yeah, so it'll be really nice to like completely reset everything, and like the newbie gains, right? Like it'll just like, you know, it won't actually be, but like the first week going back, I won't be going to failure, and then progressively getting better and better and better as we get healthier, and then do bloods and another 2 months, 3 months, and hopefully everything comes back good, and then really start pushing hard. So
hopefully your livers don't look like they've been drinking a whiskey bottle every
yeah,
night.
and honestly, like we look at that blood work and like, I sent it to, I asked David from Magnus for a vial of test today, and I don't do bloods through them because it's like four, 300, $400. And it's like, I'm just going to do the same lab work through Merrick for like $130. And so I texted him. I was like, hey, could I order a vial of test? And he's like, when's the last time you did labs? And I was like, actually, I just did some through Merrick. And he was like, we need you to have a consult. And so usually they're pretty cool with like the post workout or post show like understanding that, yeah, my thyroid is hypo, but that doesn't mean I need to go on thyroid medication right now. Like give it a couple months and it'll bounce back, right? Like, so it'll be nice to have a consult with them. But like look at my liver enzymes, like, yeah, that it's not great, but like the liver enzymes bounce back super quick. But I'm gonna take some astragalus and some Tudka, like do the high dose astragalus like you're doing, and do some Tudka to kind of clean it out over the next few months. And the only thing I'm kind of worried about is my EGFR like tanked by 20 points, and EGFR is kind of, it's known to not be able to increase. Mine's gone up and down throughout my blood work time.
Hmm.
But that was a little bit of a shock to me. But other than that, everything else is good. So
Yeah, I thought
yeah,
so. At least taking a
yeah,
look at it. the powdered astragalus in the cream of rice, it's 100% the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You don't even notice it. Yeah, you just measure out. I think it's I forget what the number from the study is. I know it's at least like 6 grams is supposed to have like the healing of your kidneys or whatever. But I
Yeah.
like, hi bud,
Hi.
buddy. He looks so scared. It's like
He's very confused on why I'm home and why I'm just like
it's,
sitting around doing nothing.
yeah. Oh, Nurse Geode, you're doing a great
Yeah.
job, dude.
He's been acting funny the last couple of days. He's just concerned. He looks like I just beat him to death. Jeez. Yeah,
That's
he's
sad.
just very concerned about like what's going on. He's confused. But yeah, I was gonna do 6 grams twice a day. I was gonna
Okay.
do it in my morning gut shake and my night gut shake and just kind of
I've tried it in the shakes, dude. It's not great.
taste nasty.
It tastes nasty and it does not mix worth shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If it I know it doesn't sound great in the cream of rice, or I don't know how you've been doing your cream of rice, but like if you do it like that, like typically you got like some fruit or whatever flavoring with it, like you just don't
Yeah.
even notice it at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to give that a try. Or I can mix in my creamy. Who knows?
It's creamy everything, bro. I'm gonna creamy every
Cre-
single meal.
Creamy the chicken and rice, creamy the just creamy everything.
Could could you imagine like that'll be the next thing, like somebody's digestion's fucked up, so they do like the liquid or the blended chicken and rice, and then try and
Yeah.
creamy that.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I think I got my hernia by blending my food and just being bloated all the time. I'm serious. Like that's when I got my hernia was when I was blending my food and I was eating like 6,000 calories and I just think I was just bloated constantly. And I
Mhm.
think I probably had that hernia and I think it just like made it way worse.
So now that your hernia is fixed, what's the timeline on the McGriddles?
Oh fuck. When I'm not in yeah, probably I would say October.
Okay,
Let's say October. Yeah.
all right. Well, we'll keep checking. And
Yeah,
by
I know.
we, I mean me, because apparently nobody's going to show up to podcasts anymore.
Yeah, it's was Zach like he was going to, right?
Yeah, it sounded like he was all for it. Kyle said he was going to try, and then Tony just doesn't even respond to our group chat at this point.
No, Tony's not even yeah, he's not even in there. Let me message. Oh well, that's fine.
That's all right. We might have to find guys here to start putting in.
Hey,
Get
we
it,
could get some real pros on here.
get it. Yeah, right. Hey,
Yeah.
Marty, you want to come on? You want to come on? We're 30 likes a week
Yeah.
podcast.
Hey,
Sure, Alex.
yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Kyle said he's out. So, oh, here's
Okay.
Zach.
Speak of the devil.
I wanted to hear about their show too.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, there he is.
Hello.
Hello.
I got him. What you got there?
Yeah. Looks like banana.
Cereal.
Oh, never mind.
How
What
you
kind
boys
of cereal?
doing?
Good.
Good, dude.
I'm
Living
just
the
kind
dream.
of
How's the
BSing
hernia?
about stuff. It's good, man. I just was telling Alex it's this recovery has been so far better than I thought. I feel great. Like, I mean, not great. I just feel like I had a really hard like ab workout. And I can like feel where they put like the stitches in on the inside. And like I was showing Alex and we'll show it again. Like you can see like
Yeah.
I have like up here, but like you can see where like the kind of the mesh is in this area, right? Um, and so, no, other than that, it just kind of feels like I had like a really hard ab workout. And, I'm going to try to do like some like pumpy arm stuff tomorrow and like, just kind of move some blood around. But I've just been eating a fuck ton of fiber, not doing any complex carbs, keeping the water retention down. I texted Alex last night. I've been like, yesterday, I felt like I was pregnant and I've just been pissing all like the water out. It's been wild how much inflammation's in there. But no, honestly, so far I feel really good. So thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my first question was going to be like, how if you were able to poop and like all that stuff, how that was going.
Yeah, so that's funny. Like I read some tips online. The biggest thing that causes a lot of pain is the pushing from pooping. So I've just been eating a fuck ton of fiber. Like I've gone through like 2 to 3 bags of celery, just like eating like in between meals. I'm eating like, just and when I'm hungry too, right? Like kind of not hungry, like I was telling Alex, I'm not getting hunger signals, but I can definitely eat. So it's like, oh, I'll just eat, a bunch of celery, a bunch of lettuce, and like I would never want to do that if I was eating my full meal because I could definitely feel like, oh man, like my digestion feels really weird, but it makes my poops like nothing. They just like slide out. And so, because I don't want to push right now because the pushing and the bracing still hurts. And like I told Alex, the worst pain I felt so far is I've sneezed a couple times. That's
Ooh,
fucking sucked. That's not
yeah.
been fun. So, um, other than that, and that's kind of what my doctor told me about lifting. He was like, dude, like get back into lifting and just don't do things that hurt. Like don't go in the first day back and do a bunch of deadlifts and squats and stuff. Like, but the things that cause the most abdominal pressure are pooping, coughing, and sneezing. And you can't control that. You can control lifting and like, oh, I'm doing this movement. Ow, that hurts. Then don't do it. Right. Like,
Right.
so he's like, get back into lifting as soon as you can, because that's going to help with healing. So, but yeah, the pooping thing, eating a bunch of fiber has been really helpful.
Good, good. Alex, how you doing, man?
I'm living the dream, dude. Kind of.
Yeah, getting back to normal or
Well, honestly, when I hit peak week, for the most part, like I started to feel a lot better, and then the week after, yeah, so last week on it, I felt pretty decent after that because essentially I've been having to deload for like a month at that point. So no, honestly, right now I feel pretty much normal and pretty much just fucking cranking right now. So,
nice.
but yeah, yeah, no, weight's staying pretty good. Sitting around that 241, 244 ish sort of range, which is like 5 pounds from stage. So I'm pretty fucking stoked about it. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's really good. And I was really worried it could have gone the other direction for you.
Oh, dude, there was one day I woke up at like 249. And I'm just like, okay, let's slow this down a little bit. And my feet just hurt so bad. I'm like, this is gonna settle, right? And then like just the next day I dropped 5 pounds. I'm like, oh thank God. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was it. But no, thank God it's all settled out quite a bit. So trying to be decently strict on everything. So yeah.
It's always tough, man. It's always tough post show. Even when you have those days where you're like, oh, I'm way up, and then you're like, I'm gonna be devoted, and then you're like, well, there's no goal. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm doing really good, dude.
good.
Just training and honestly the food hasn't been that bad because I've deprived myself for like a year of condiments, so getting to try, I've been trying to let myself try new shit, see how my stomach does, and so far so good. So
Good.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that maybe not to do next time is it might be helpful for you is like put those in for the whole off season and leave them in and like mentally it will just help you.
no, it wasn't even that. My gut was so fucked up from the whole tap water thing back home that I physically like every condiment I tried, it would cause more issues for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So when I first started working with
His gut was so fucked up.
but
Sorry.
yeah, I couldn't do anything. So that was the whole reason I even went down the whole route of just salt and like oregano flakes. Just I literally couldn't do anything without like, hey, I tried something today. I don't know what happened, but now I'm bloated for some reason.
Right. Hmm. And so did you ever get tested, do a GI map or anything?
Wait, I never did. Morgan did, because her symptoms were a lot worse than mine, but they were
Mhm.
they were pretty damn similar. And we ended up like getting our cistern water checked. So we made an educated guess about what my issues were, and it was for the most part, it's like the bacteria that Morgan had was
Oh yeah.
would like put out like a really bad histamine response. And from what I could tell with like some of the food, so like I'm always big on like ketchup or like Frank's hot sauce would be a thing, or like bananas, or like all the foods that would provide some sort of like histamine response or release or something, like bang, instantly I'd have an issue. So just basically had to take out a bunch of shit, did the longest fucking elimination diet of all time, and now we're rolling.
Gotcha. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So now I get to enjoy salsa again.
Hell yeah.
It's funny that you say that, Zach, about like sauces and stuff and prep. This prep, I just like for some reason, even at 8 weeks out, I didn't even do this on purpose. I was just like, I'm not gonna do sauces or anything. I don't know why. It wasn't like for any like water retention, or it was just I didn't want to buy it at the store right now. And not that I'm poor or anything, but I was just like, I don't want to. And I honestly think that helped with my cravings a lot, like making my food as bland as possible,
Mhm.
because then I wasn't like craving like, oh man, I've got this meal where I get to put on the sugar-free barbecue sauce or like do the mustard. Like I was just like, like salt and like cinnamon on my chicken, and like that was it. And like now I'm throwing some stuff back in, but like honestly, weirdly enough, I think that helped me in prep to make my food as boring as possible, so I didn't like crave anything else off plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I can see where I mean that works. I'm always me personally is always I stay away from like the sugar free. Like I'll do sugar free barbecue sometimes, but most of it's like hot sauces or that type of stuff that doesn't have that artificial sweetener in it.
Yeah.
So, maybe that would be why I never really had that, and then I still had fruit a lot of the time. So I feel like fruit is always going to kill like a sugar free craving. Even through majority of my prep, I would keep fruit in, or we kept fruit in and stuff. So, but yeah, I could definitely see where that would be like a
Yeah.
thing. Um, but I also like see the other positive side of that where like if you're enjoying every meal, you get a dopamine response, which makes just people less stressed, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
So, um, but I definitely could see both sides for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's
But
sake, what did the dude that what Jesse had Chick-fil-A sauce in every goddamn meal up until peak, like literally two show?
Really?
Yeah, he ate Chick-fil-A sauce his entire prep.
What? One, I feel like
Yeah.
there's just so much shit in that would just fuck up my gut looking at it, at the freaking ingredient label. But like on top of that, like just doing a little bit of that, isn't that like 200 calories or some shit for just like a
Yeah.
serving?
Yeah, like a
Like,
serving has got like 14 grams of fat or something. Like he said he didn't do much, but still, like
fuck.
I mean,
I could do
I
like triple
mean,
the barbecue sauce with that shit, dude. Like, oh my God.
right, right.
Ah.
But I mean, I guess it went okay.
I mean, shit, dude. I mean, look at him. I
Yeah.
think he did all right.
Yeah. So
Damn.
or like Ronnie Coleman would do
yeah,
barbecue sauce, and like, but that's Ronnie Coleman, right? So
yeah, yeah. He was also eating slices of what was the slices of cheese on grits.
yeah, on grits and Nesquik. Yeah.
I will never understand how his gut was just not just destroyed all the time. There's
Well, I
no
think
way.
it was because look at his midsection, how it progressed over his career. Like, obviously, the way he lifted, but like, I'm sure how he was eating didn't help. But
Didn't.
also, comparing Ronnie Coleman to any of us is like, it was. I was talking to a client about that boxer that was in the Olympics that was like intergender, that was a female, but she had like the whole genetic thing where it's like she had the testosterone of a dude. And it's like,
Hmm.
you know what? Sometimes God just doesn't make things fair. Like, look at Ronnie Coleman. Me
Hmm.
and Ronnie Coleman are not this. We're both human, but we're not the same. That
Right.
doesn't mean he shouldn't be allowed to compete bodybuilding. He's
Yeah.
just that's just what he is, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. And you're right. I mean, it definitely progressed, you know, but think about how many years that took. Like, I wouldn't last
Oh
a
yeah.
week.
No.
Like, my waist would be wider than my shoulders in a month.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'll stick with ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
I've been adding in stuff right now just because I need calories. And so
Yeah.
like
Well,
I've
you're
been
Mr. Athlete right now, right?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like 3 pounds above stage weight and trying so like just trying to eat right now. Um it's like get calories where I can. Like I'm eating like putting peanut butter on Rice crispy treats and I'll go for a run and then eat a Pop Tart and
Mm.
have carb drinks and I mean it's kind of weird, but it's also like it's also cool. But it's a really big learning experience just because I'm sweating so much and doing so much. Like my sodium's like 8 grams a day, and sometimes I feel like it needs to be more. So like, which is just insane.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know. It's quite a bit of a learning experience, and it's hard because I mentally I'm way more developed than my body physically is currently. So like I'm pushing myself way too far sometimes and like trying to find that happy balance of like, hey man, just calm your mind down. We'll be fine instead of just pushing myself to this absolute brink and then being worthless, you know? So
What is your training like right now? Like, what are you kind of doing?
so I'm running 3 days a week. It's usually like I have a ruck day, either fast mile or like a fast day, a ruck day, and then like a distance day. Um, and depending on how I'm feeling, like I'll like slow the pace on the distance day. The fast days usually like run fast miles or like we did sprints this week, but then I did it with my crew and they were bitching because I was running it too fast and they couldn't keep up. So I put my ruck pack on and was running it like that, which destroyed me. Um, so like it's just trying to find those limits. And then I'm doing CrossFit 2 times a week. And then on shift days, I'm doing a pretty substantial gear workout um with my pack on and everything. Um, and then I'm training 2 to 3 times a day, kind of hypertrophy base, or 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say, what the
yeah,
hell?
not God, no, no. I am doing 2 a days, but like it's usually like 3 days a week where I'm doing 2 a days. Um, but it's the hypertrophy days are kind of a recovery day, but I'm all like up my volume because I'm just trying to get my stamina all the way around better. So um, it's going. It's like it's a learning process, and I'm putting everything down on paper and kind of keeping a journal. Um, but it's definitely different, but it's enjoyable. Some days, like it's hard being humbled every single day. Um, like some days you just want to win, like
Yeah.
like just getting your ass kicked. Like yesterday, we went and did a CrossFit. I did a CrossFit workout, and it wasn't a super hard one, but it was all things that like I just suck at and like I'm like not good at. And so it was just 35 minutes of me expending energy and not doing shit and like just being absolutely just wrecked afterwards. And I'm like, great, I barely did anything, you know,
Yeah.
like wall walks and road climbs and overhead squats and like just stuff I'm just not good at. So
I
but it
couldn't
feels
imagine doing that
You're a
shit.
hybrid athlete.
trying to be. I guess we'll see where it goes. But I did make so my goal is I'm doing smoke diver, the Georgia smoke diver in February. So what that is kind of like I don't know if you Scott, you may have heard of something like that before, but it's like
Yeah.
It's like a hell week, a Navy SEAL type hell week for firefighters, and they just push your shit in for fucking 6 days. And so it's just trying to get myself prepared for being able to do things when I don't want to do them and when it hurts and uncomfortable all the time. So there's a lot of do a lot of PT where it's like, push ups and burpees and up downs, or burpees are up downs, but mountain climbers and jumping jacks, and then on top of like stuff with the doing gear and stairs and pulling tires and all that other stuff. So it's just it's I'm it was a big deal to even make the class, but now it's like, okay, now it's the real work's here. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's not something you can just kind of jump in and be like, I'm fit enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I did the tryout 4 weeks after my show, and
Oh,
you had to run a mile and a half in under 13 to even qualify in the points. Like if you didn't run under 13, you were automatically out.
was that in gear or no?
No, thank God, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's still a eight. What is that? 8:20 pace or something.
Yeah.
8:20 mile. I mean, and so luckily the group I was with, were all runners, so it was just like a full on like full send, don't care, just go. And I ran it in like 10:26, which was the max points I could get, which was a good thing because they had like each thing we did had like points. So like you did it in a certain amount of time, you got this many points, and so on and so forth. And then there were fail criteria. So um it was it definitely hurt. Like the thank God the run was last because I wouldn't have been able to do anything else.
When I did my LAFD physical back in 2020, it was a mile and a half in under 12 minutes. And I was like 250 at the time, and I did not prepare for it at all. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do it. And I flew down there and everything, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna run until I can't stop, until I'm done. Like I'm just gonna run. And I did it like 11:30 or something like that. And it was when COVID was just kind of starting, so it was like in June of 2020. So like we had just like closed and then reopened. The wildfire smoke was going on.
Mm.
And also it was LA smog. It was nasty. And then we
Yeah.
did the rest of the, or no, we did that last. And flying home. And for 2 weeks later, my lungs felt like they were like metal. It hurt so bad because I didn't stop. And there were people on that test that were stopping and walking. I'm like, dude, this is a job interview. Just
Yeah.
run as hard as you can for 12 minutes. Just
Hmm.
go. And like that's what I did. And I was so toasted. And I just
Right.
remember my lungs just being shot for like 2 weeks. It was horrible because I probably ended up getting COVID plus the smog plus running like that. It was just I was hurting for like 2 weeks. It was pretty brutal.
When you're just not used to doing that. It's like someone made this analogy the other day, and it was a really good one. Like for us, the software is there, but the hardware doesn't match.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like because our brains from bodybuilding, like all of us could probably, if you put a gun to Alex and I's head right now, we could probably run 2 to 3 miles before we'd pass out, right? Because
Mhm.
but or like, and we could probably try to keep going, but like you said, the hardware, our bodies would just break down. It just wouldn't work. But
Mhm.
like we could probably, if you put a gun to our head, like, hey, something's gonna happen to your family if you don't run 3 miles, we could probably do it. But
Yeah.
after that 3 miles, it'd probably be like my mind could keep going, but my body's just not gonna do it anymore.
Mhm. 100%.
Trying to remember the last time I even ran a mile.
Dude, when I quit bodybuilding like a year and a half ago, when I had like the start of my like fuck this everything, when I was running, it was great. And I did like a 5K program and it was feeling really good, but like I wasn't fully committed to losing the muscle yet. So I was still eating at like a gram and a half per pound of body weight of protein. And like I was still basically eating out of maintenance and training out of maintenance. And so I was still like 250. And I ran a 5K in 30 minutes up and down my driveway, and then it felt really good. And this is also when I was tapering down my TRT because I was like, I want to get off testosterone. I have low testosterone. I'm going to be on testosterone for the rest of my life. Like I was diagnosed with low T when I was 19. And so I was like doing 100 megs a test a week and running and doing CrossFit and doing bodybuilding stuff.
I
And I
remember
ran that
this.
5K. Yeah, Alex remembers this story.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that felt really good. And the next day I was like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to run for 2 miles today. And then that was a Saturday. I ran the 5K. Sunday I ran 2 miles. Monday I woke up and I couldn't move. I was so sick. I was like, I couldn't get out of bed. I was so sore and I had to cancel clients that day. I ran myself into the ground. And that was when I was done with running. And that's when I slowly kind of went back into bodybuilding. I was like, my brain is like too strong for that. I need to go back into like bodybuilding or commit to losing the weight, basically, which I didn't want to do.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide. Being I have this time, like I need to put some fat on, but I'm just trying to let my body change naturally. Where it's like I don't really need to lose weight, but if I could stay around 205 and let my body kind of change, then that will be great. Because my body's always kind of like this 200, 205. Even when I was like back younger and not bodybuilding and had more like it would always kind of level out at around 200 pounds. And so like I don't know, it's so hard. You work so long,
Yeah,
like you work so long to like get where you're at, and like I'm looking down at my legs and like they're already changing, and it's
yeah,
breaking my heart. And I'm like, I've just killed myself to try and get a little bit of respectable legs, and like it's like, oh my god, like just don't worry about it, it's gonna be fine. Because Kyle's like, you're gonna have big quads because you're doing CrossFit all the time. I'm like, bro, no, it's not gonna work that way for me.
running kills your legs. I like
Mhm.
my legs used to be a lot bigger, and they're still respectable, but they used to be a lot bigger. And then I started running, and they just went away, and they've never really come back
Yep.
as much. And that's what I tell clients. I have a side by side that I have favorited somewhere where like when clients are like, "Do you mind if I run for my cardio?" I'm like, no, like if they're a bodybuilder, right? Like or
Yeah.
want to be a bodybuilder, it's like absolutely not. And I show them pictures why. And it's like think about like doing jump squats over and over and over and over and over again for 30 minutes. That's
Hmm.
basically what you're doing, one leg at a time. Your muscle's just gonna atrophy. That's what happens.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I love to run. Running's
I
my
know.
favorite. Not if you want big legs, buddy.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know.
What about didn't Brad Castleberry used to run all the time?
Did he?
Yep.
Well,
No.
Brad Castleberry did a whole bunch of other weird shit too.
Um,
Is he still a thing on Instagram? Let me check.
I don't know. I haven't seen his bullshit in a while. As of right
Yeah.
now, Alex, everything's still a go for next week.
Yeah.
Um, but what do you know what you normally train on? Like, I think that's a Friday. We normally train, or you kind of rotating, or
I I gotta check with Gloff anyway
okay.
if if you're even allowed to come in. He's at the point what because he even did it to Scott because he only wants to he's charging people to come train with us now. So
Okay.
I need to check with that.
And that's not it's not a big deal. Like I'll figure something out, or like especially like I just want to make sure I get to see you. And being I'm going to stay on your couch, yes, I'll get to see you. But trying to work out like Matt, your mini me and work out posing him and then posing Joe. Just trying to get the day straight. So
Dude, I've met Matt like one time. He just keeps tagging me and shit. I'm just like, who are you, dude?
he's
Hey,
a good dude.
hey, he is a nice guy. But I'm just like, do I know you? Like, cool, dude.
uh,
It's,
he's
Scott, there's just this dude at the gym that people say he looks just like me. I'm like, uh,
I don't see it
I
like
don't see it. Like, he's got a mustache. Like, cool. That's like a
not
piece of
really
the
though.
size of mine. You know?
He's a white dude with a mustache.
Oh, it looks like Alex.
No, it's
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't consider it a mustache. Like I would
I know.
consider it like like a like a dirty pirate stash where like you know like Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the Caribbean, where it's
Mhm.
kind of like a little scruff
Oh,
there, like where you're Captain Hook. Like no,
oh, bro.
it's different.
I got three Captain Hooks on this one.
Right. Like I
That's a lot
just
what a lot of my clients mention. They're like, your friend's got a massive mustache. It's like, yeah, he did that. Like, that's been the thing in all
Mhm.
the photos that I show people or like family. They're like, wow, Scott, your smile's really good. And Alex's mustache, and it's like, we worked hard for 24 weeks, 20 weeks to show this physique, and it's here up is what you're concerned about, not the here down. It's yeah, which too bad
Still
it
the
wasn't
money
a face
maker.
competition. Yeah,
Uh, I only know one person that has a better stash and facial hair than Alex.
Not for
I
long.
do.
Not for
I
long.
do. I mean, like my buddy that I worked with, Ryan, man, he has just his facial hair is so thick, and it's just like it is so thick. And now he just left the fire service, so his beard's coming back. It just
Oh, you showed us that guy before.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
ridiculous. He just it's like he has just puts Miracle Grow in that thing. It's so thick.
That's
But
what I need to do is start putting like DMSO on my face, dude. So, see if that helps grow it out.
mhm,
Yeah.
that would work.
It do
Rogaine
something.
does. Rogaine does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if you have bald spots and stuff on your face, like one of my old clients, like I used to give him so much hell. And I was like, when you start taking gear, like you'll be able to grow a beard. And like it still was like all splotchy. And so we stopped working together, and then like I hadn't seen him in a minute. And he comes back and he's got this beard, and I'm like, bro, what did you do? And he was like, I was like, you didn't grow up in 8 months. And he was like, no, I put Rogaine on it, and it legit works.
it's awesome.
Have you
Yeah.
guys seen the ungentlemanly warfare yet?
No, I want to watch that though.
No,
What is
that
that?
one's pretty
I've
good.
never heard of that.
It like just came out. It's got like Henry Cavill in it and Alan Richardson. Is that it? The dude that plays Reacher or Thad on
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep,
yeah, that
yep.
guy. But Henry Cavill's like beard mustache combo in that is like the greatest thing
It's
I've
strong.
seen.
Is that on Netflix or what's it on?
It's
It
we
just came
rented it
out.
on Amazon. Like it literally just came out.
The
But
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've got it's on my to-do list. Like I want to watch it. So
Oh, it's a Guy Ritchie film too.
yeah,
yeah,
it was pretty damn good. But anyway, I Morgan says that beard mustache combo is it's the next move. So
yeah, sittable. It's
yeah,
sittable.
so I'm
It's
just
sittable.
I'm debating whether or not to start the beard now.
Ooh, that'd be a good look. That'd be oh man, that's a good look. That'd be a good look for you, Alex.
Especially if I keep the mustache growing, dude. Like it'll just
Yeah,
get even better than that. But it's like, do I wait till I get full blown off season to really throw on the beard? Do I start now? Like, I
yeah.
don't know.
How do you get a
Also,
beard to get shaped like that? Mine just grows out. I guess you just have to maintain it in a certain way.
Yeah,
mhm,
you got to start maintaining shit.
Yeah.
find a good black barber, and they'll fix it.
I
Yeah.
I got a good barber. He's a ex-Marine, so he's pretty
Oh
damn.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. But I'm glad everybody that sees my photos from Scott is all
Yeah.
talking about.
Whatever works, man. I mean, I'm jealous of it all the time. I mean, mine could be good, but I just have to get a divorce. So
Those are easy. Let me tell you.
I was
Just
gonna say
kidding.
if Lindsay is just gone long enough with all of her like work stuff and she doesn't see you for like 3 4 months, so you really let it grow out, maybe she'll change her opinion on it.
No, I've tried really hard. Like tried really hard. Like she starts like withholding kisses and then making
Oh damn.
comments like Coco doesn't love you anymore and stuff like that.
The papers are on the counter, and
Yep. And then she like I talked to a lawyer yesterday, and she's like it hurts Coco.
you can't hurt Coco. Coco is wonderful, dude. She's too happy to be hurt. She's so pampered.
Yes, Dad tried to maybe be friends with a puppy today, and I didn't like it, and so
Oh.
I was very angry. She doesn't like dogs at all.
Really?
Oh yeah, Coco was going crazy. No, she doesn't like dogs. She thinks she's a human. I don't know. It's just maybe because she's small, but she didn't really like hang out with her brothers and sisters when she was a puppy either. Like
Mm.
she was always by herself. I don't know. Yes, I think that's what it is. She just thinks that she's better than everyone. So
She looks like that.
100%.
You see, Nessie loves everybody. If anything, she's a slut for other dogs. So it's really
Yeah.
annoying.
See, it's weird. Like that's what I would, because of her personality, I always like expected it. But I know that a little bit it's fear because she's so much smaller than everything. Like, and the other dogs think she's, like let's play, and she's like, ah.
Yeah,
So
I feel like it would be hard. It's hard for me at least, being like 6'3" and like you're kind of bigger than everybody. But like imagine being Coco, who's literally like a penny compared to like Godzilla everywhere. So
right,
it would probably be fucking terrifying if you were Coco, dude. Like hell,
right.
get the fuck out of here. I
She's as
ain't, ta-
big
I
as
ain't talking to you.
she's big as my
Alex, remember
shoe.
you're 6'4", you're not 6'3".
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm the same height as Scott now. So
You got measured. You got measured at 6'4".
Yes.
yeah,
Wow.
Scott's still so mad about it.
Bro, that's so funny. The dude that you just said that looks like you at the gym just followed me on Instagram.
Are you
I'm
doing this
guessing.
live?
We
I'm
should do it live and see what happens
Matthew
one of these days.
Matthew Valcenti. This
Basenti.
dude.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. He just it's like his ears are burning, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Whatever.
Yeah, not at all.
I love him to death. He's a good dude.
He's a funny guy.
But yeah, no, it's funny. There's a picture like me and Alex took together, and I'm like, I'm
Dude,
clearly taller.
you're like a
Yeah,
lot
and
taller.
I got measured. I got measured 6'4 3/4" or 6'4 1/4. And
Dude,
Alex
that's
got
Oh, this guy
yeah.
looks like he's 6'4". No, okay, cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't bank on that for the next time, Alex.
I told Matt, dude. He's like, well, if they keep measuring you at that makes it a lot easier to fucking eat on show date or into peak week, dude. I'm like,
Yeah,
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 like
dude, I know. I had that picture in my brain. Like he's barely up
that's
to
so
your
funny.
forehead.
yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. I love it.
Oh God.
Oh,
Whatever
well.
works. I've never had that. I've always just had my dignity taken away from me every time. That was the first time I had my dignity taken away from me was classic physique. I got measured. I got measured at God, what show was it? I can't remember. It was they like measured me at 6'1" for like the first two shows I did, and I was like, and then like I went to the doctor and she measured me right at 6 foot, and I was like okay. And then from then on out, I've been measured at 5'11 3/4 for every
Oof.
other show. And like you couldn't create a worse height. Like it's like God put my man card like up on the wall, just out of my fucking reach.
Ooh, you got to be quicker than that.
Like,
Yeah,
come on. Like, just make me 5'11. Don't make me a quarter inch below 6 foot.
can't
Yeah.
pad your football stats anymore, there, buddy.
uh,
Scott, how much did you guys ever pad your stats for like your high school stuff? And
Mm,
everybody back home did. was at least like a good 20, 30 pounds and like 3 inches.
Mine was probably about 15. I used to say in high school, my senior year, I was 275. I was probably like 260.
Okay.
Yeah, so about there. In college, I said I was 300 because that's where I got to camp. I got to camp at 300, but in Tucson, 2 a day practices, I went from 300 to 275, like that. Like it was pretty because I was pretty bloated getting to 300, like eating Five Guys and shit like that. And then I went on my own in college. I'm not eating that anymore. And then plus the 100-degree weather, plus the 2 a days. I said I was 300, but like in season, I was like 265, 275 because I just like shrunk. But I mean, a little bit. I definitely padded my like 40 time. I used to say I ran like a 5 flat. I ran like a 5.5, maybe. Yeah.
Have a second point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever run anything lower than a 5.2 tops.
Yeah. No way.
Dude, no. Fuck no. Hybrid athlete over here might be able to do like a fucking 4
Hey,
now.
hey,
So
I ran a 40. I ran a 40 my freshman year in college. I weighed 170 pounds and I ran was it 4.56, 4.65 or something like that. Like I used to be really fast, like especially
holy
like
shit.
I wasn't fast. I was quick. Like the first 4 steps, like I could keep up with anybody. Like off the line and like off cuts and stuff. I was very quick. Like now once I got to my top speed, there wasn't much top speed. But um I mean that's not a great 40, but for a white boy, I was
Oh
I
yeah.
was I was I felt good like because I did that for they just run a 40 and run a 60 for baseball. And I can't remember what my 60 time was, but it was not great. Um, but like it was just I got really quick from basketball, and I used to work a lot on like those, like footwork drills and all that stuff. And so like it was very hard to beat me off a ball. And like that was what I was hustle and defense, and that's what only weight reason I was decent at basketball.
Hmm.
If I'd
Yeah.
have had you guys, if I had your guys' height, that could have been better.
I don't know, dude. I've had my height and I was still terrible at basketball.
I was awful at basketball.
Uh,
uh,
big big wrestling guy.
yeah,
I wish I would have
I
wrestled.
tried to walk on. I tried to walk on my freshman year in college, and I like kept up with everyone. And I one of the senior guys, junior senior guys, like went up for a layup, and like I came up and swooped the ball out of his hand, like just because at the angle he was at, I remember coming across and he never saw me. So it was literally I just swooped the ball out of his hands, took it, passed up the court, and it pissed him off. And I passed up the court, came around and went to lay up, and he threw my shit off the backboard so hard it almost went to half court. And it was at that point I realized probably not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you need to be a couple shades darker, dude.
yeah, I tried. I tried to be that white boy. Like, I really tried because I've used to my best friends. He had full ride offers to Duke, Ohio State,
Oh God.
somewhere else. And he was like 6'2", lanky white boy, but like just ridiculous. And he was like lived down the street from me. So we'd always go and play 2-on-2 pickup ball. And we go find like the darkest places we could. And like, it was him, I promise you. But like, I knew how to play off of him because we played together so much. So I knew his moves and I'd follow him. And we used to smoke people. And it's America, we didn't get killed. Because we would definitely go in some places that we probably shouldn't have been going to at 16 years old, 17 years old.
Uh, Yeah, I never got that being at the rich Catholic school. Never got to see any of that.
Yeah, probably not quite as cultured as I've been in my life.
Not cultured at all. Drive into your rich white Catholic school 40 minutes from the farm.
Yeah.
All you see is a lot of hay and cows and white people, dude.
Uh, good old East Side Catholic.
Good old East Side Catholic. Yeah.
Oh shit. Did
Yeah.
y'all go to high school close to each other? I'm assuming.
No,
Oh,
No, okay.
it's like 3 hours.
Okay. So you guys met in college then?
no, we met in high
No?
school.
Oh, met in
We
high
went
school.
to football camps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, but at least in Washington, that there were so many like fucking football camps like all the time, especially for like lineman training too, or
Mhm.
for like trying to get found by like colleges, and things.
Yeah,
So
I gotcha.
there was a lot of those growing up for us, and so we just constantly in the circuit of camps together. So and like little mini trainings for O linemen on like weekends and stuff. So like a group of
Gotcha.
5, 6 guys. So
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we know each other. And then we just bullshit with each other for 10 years and then just get naked on
Basically.
stage. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, there's no other way to do it.
No, no other
I mean,
way.
I'm sure you guys are the same. Like, if you opened my phone and looked at my photos, it would probably like you could make a lot of judgment calls on my life.
I don't think we need to look at the phone.
Well, I'm just saying, if you didn't know me, like, there's a lot of pictures of dogs and naked dudes in here.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
All
They're
right,
like,
boys.
oh, there's a staged wife. Great.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically all our phones, right?
Right.
Very much. All right, y'all. I gotta go eat again and then go pick up Morgan from work. So
All right.
Sweet.
it's
What concoction are you making up to eat?
we are gonna go with pumpkin spice cream of rice this time.
Ooh,
Ooh.
getting
Yeah.
into the fall. Do you guys feel like summer's being pushed out super fast this year?
Yeah. I mean, I had a pumpkin cold foam from Starbucks today. But yes, I
Really?
agree.
I
I
just
did.
feel like summer's just being pushed out super fast. And like I'm about it because like football and all this. I love the
Mm.
fall, but like it just seems like all of a sudden it's like, all right, summer's over. It's like, bro, it's not even September yet. Like, let's chill out.
Yeah, I know. Give me till September, then we can start. I'm with
Yeah,
you. Like, give
yeah,
me August, because like as soon as September starts, and then like October gets in, they're like, oh, Christmas. Like, no, like we got more stuff to do.
yeah.
You
We
know?
got Thanksgiving and Halloween and yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Same idea. I understand. I'm on the same page with
yeah.
you.
And also up here the leaves are already changing. It's been a weird summer. So God's also like, man, it's time. It's let's do fall. It's like I'm not ready yet. But
Well, I'm in perpetual summer anyway, so that
Yeah.
eating
bro,
pumpkin.
it's so hot down there.
No, but that was the culture shock for you.
That was pretty wild. Getting
Yeah.
off the plane, I was in sweats and my like compression tights and everything. And I immediately texted Alex. I was like, holy fuck, dude. I was like, this is insane.
Little hot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only thing that makes me worry about your beard, Alex, is like you still got a couple months. You need to have your face cleaned.
Yeah, yeah, I think I might hold out for a little bit,
Yeah.
so I don't fucking heat up too bad here. But it's honestly dropped like a good 10, 15 degrees since you left, Scott. Like
Really,
it's been like a pretty consistent like 85.
Yeah, the
Disney
past
World was
weeks.
so hot. Yeah.
Yes. There's nowhere to hide.
No.
All right,
And fat people.
and
So
fat.
Yes. Okay, Alex, go. Sorry if we just
yeah,
kind of
love
went
you.
off there.
See you, buddy.
Go, boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.